Mr. Barletta, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairwoman Fox, and thank you, Secretary DeVos, for being here today. 10.2 million children are in after-school programs, but the parents of another 19.4 million children say their children would participate in after-school if a program were available. In Pennsylvania, we're building on the successes of a program called Schools and Homes in Education, or SHINE. Since 2007, 81% of the students participating in SHINE improved their homework completion, 99% advanced to the next grade level, and 79% improved their academic performance. Everything we've seen in the original programs is now being replicated in Luzerne County, and they're seeing the same results, and I could not be prouder of this program. I'd like to highlight a few of the practices that are unique to SHINE, which I believe would make sense to incorporate in other after-school programs. First and foremost, SHINE does an exceptional job of involving parents in the progress of their child through home visits and other approaches, because it is critical that the parents have a stake in their child's success. Second, the approach they take at SHINE utilizes regular school day teachers to operate the program. These teachers already know the ins and outs of how students learn from 9 to 3 and are able to build on that approach from 3 to 6. SHINE also stresses the importance of STEAM education, that's STEM, but with the arts included. Additionally, teachers have a better understanding of students' needs via individualized education plans for each student. Before any student walks into a SHINE program, teachers are already equipped with a blueprint for how best to help that particular student learn and improve academically. This works well for exchanging information between teachers, administrators, parents, and students. Ultimately, the program does a great job of bringing schools and homes together to achieve the best academic and career outcome for the student, and it is working. Secretary DeVos, thank you again for your willingness to engage on this subject during our meeting last month. And given the innovative approach that SHINE offers and the results that it has been able to produce, I think it would benefit many students across the country. How can we encourage these practices from the federal level and, when relevant, showcase them as models for other potential programs to take advantage of?
Well, thanks, Congressman, for that question and for your obvious passion and advocacy for that program in your district. And we did indeed talk about it when we met, and it's very inspiring to hear about the results and the impact that it's having. I think the role that the department can play in helping encourage other districts, other communities to adopt a program such as this is to ensure that we have the information available, made broadly available to those who are looking for these kinds of tested and tried programs, and we need to be able to do so on a place that's easy to access and actually readable and approachable.
Thank you. And I want to switch gears here and talk about something that is very important to me, and that is the safety of our students in schools. I've been calling for increased protections for our schools, as they are absolutely part of our nation's critical infrastructure and deserve the same sort of treatment as federal agency buildings and Capitol buildings. Following the tragic school shooting in Parkland, Florida, President Trump formed the Federal Commission on School Safety. This commission brings together several agency heads, including the DHS Secretary Nielsen and yourself. My understanding is that the School Safety Commission met back in March. Can you elaborate on the commission's goals, and what is the timeline for this commission moving forward, and what sort of results and information can our students, teachers, and law enforcement expect?
Thanks for that question regarding the Federal Safety Commission, School Safety Commission. We have been in the process of putting the agenda together for the commission. We had a meeting this last week, one of the first broader listening sessions. We received updates from those who had been involved in commissions and reports from previous tragedies to find out what can be learned from there. And we also listened to parents of students who have had a child killed in one of these terrible tragedies as well. And going forward, we will soon have a timeline to be published more broadly. We are looking forward to listening to every interest group, every constituency, particularly teachers, parents, and law enforcement and school leadership that have been close to these situations, and ones that have taken really intentional steps to address safety in their own school and in their own community. The outcomes will be really raising up practices, ideas that have been implemented in communities across the country but may not be broadly known, with the goal of ensuring that schools and communities are knowledgeable of the resources available and have the tools to be able to make the right decisions for them to protect their own buildings and their own communities.